Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another mod stream. I've got a wonderful story to tell you, and by story I mean show. By show I mean stream. By stream I mean mod stream. And yeah. You may be asking, what did he mean by this? But no longer. Okay, so I've written out the steps that I need to take to continue working on HYDRA, get it a little bit closer to that finish line for the patch that's coming out. I want to talk a little bit about some stuff that will probably not be in that patch. So it's been a little bit difficult for me to follow exactly what we've actually done. I've documented most of this stuff, but undoubtedly I'm going to need to go through everything one last time to verify all the things that are out there and need to be adjusted in some way, shape, or form. So, just give me 1 second here. Gotta pull out my get ahead, if you know what I mean. Okay. So, what is not coming to the incoming patch? I'm fairly certain that one of the things that's not going to show up is the either the Alcagelisk or the Cascathalor, simply because we don't seem to have the art assets necessary to fully implement those, right? So, as a result, pretty sure these won't be coming for the next patch. I will be looking for art assets for the Cascathalor today, but only after I'm done with some other work, and I don't think it'll be enough to get everything completely taken care of. That being said, I'm pretty sure the Infested Templar will be moved to blue, because the implementation of this requires the revision of the infestation mechanic entirely, so that's also not going to be showing up. So I can pretty much just call this one as it is, right? I am still getting used to my new mouse, like lack of mouse acceleration. Can't believe I was using it that whole time. It's nice to have things more consistent, though. I just got to get used to the motions. It's been years with that option turned on. And since disabling it, all my issues went away, which is pretty nice. So, as a result of the Cascathalor and Alcagelisk not showing up most likely to the new, to the upcoming patch, I will be removing the button for the whole ordeal. For those extended structures, so we won't have those there. Don't want to confuse anybody, make them think, oh yeah, I can do this, and you can't. Sorry. All right. So we got to plan a new Terran unit and a new Protoss unit, and hopefully we can implement them and get their concepts taken care of. The new Protoss unit will be the 10th robotics unit, which will be another combat unit. I'm not sure what purpose it's going to serve or what role it will take up. We have a few options for units that could be construed as robotic Protoss units. I'm going to go through them now. Obviously, this one could, in theory, be some sort of hovercraft. It does look like the part of a hover tank or something. I think the same could be said for this, but it doesn't have any animations or anything, unfortunately. This one is unfortunately a little too cartoonish, particularly with the turret being as wide as it is. Doesn't really fit the the bill there, in my opinion. And then this one is just blue for some reason. I don't know what to make of that one. So it seems like we're pretty much stuck with either the Fenrir, which in and of itself kind of suffers from that cartoony vibe. I think maybe it's because of the angles. The Njord is probably in a similar position, just because it doesn't have that many. What's it called? It doesn't have. It's missing something. I don't know how to describe it. I'm pretty sure that there exists a set of Aatrox converted graphics. I just don't have them, apparently. Like, I guess in theory we could use some of the impact of power stuff as hovercrafts, but they all look pretty much like aircraft to me. Imagine using a Starcraft 2 unit. Huh. Maybe in theory the ATV could work from Terrans. I forgot how many of the Terran units end up looking like prop mode. Yeah, a lot of them end up looking like Protoss units for some reason. The tank is a little bit more obvious as a Terran unit, just with a different color scheme. I'm not particularly interested in using that Kitbash Immortal graphic or whatever. I like how Rawflesh is the author of this file, or not the author, but the... Oh shit, it's a cat! Dude, no cats allowed. They're scary. Dude, holy blade portrait. No cats allowed. They're scary. Do not want. I actually forgot that the void ship existed. It is in here somewhere, unfortunately. Very unfortunately. Avatar, by the way. Cyber Mutalisk, by the way. Protoss Vulture. Well, there's Warp Obelisk. Did I miss Void Ship? I wasn't even paying attention. No, I didn't. I don't think so. You believe this shit? Believe the stuff people used in mods before we had all of these other assets? Gross. All right, we'll keep looking, but unfortunately, the Immortal might be the one that we settle on. So I don't know. Oh, I was thinking of using this as like a walker. It's just a weird unit to put into the game. Like as Protoss or whatever. But it looks like it's a Protoss unit, to be honest. So it's just weird. So that'll also be on the potential list there. I guess we can also just peer through the list of random graphics that I have in here. Galleon, by the way. Oh, dear. Exoframe. Dimension Dominator. Ah, what's up, Loller? Dude, did you know about Behemoth? I like how he doesn't even attack. I guess you could use... You could use his walking animation or something as an attack frame if you wanted him to melee. It would look pretty stupid, though. His attack animation is him yelling at you. Otherwise, it might be a usable asset. Either Flame Lord. What the fuck? That does not appear to be... What even is this? Is that Tony? That's not Tony, okay? That is something entirely unrelated. Don't look at it. Mario. Omnicrid. Dude, that graphic is fucked up. Do not use that graphic. Oh yeah, I might use this. Hold on, let me see this one. So strangely enough, right? This guy's got an attack animation. But he doesn't have like an animation without the attack graphic? Or does he? Is this supposed to be it? Let's hold it up this way. So we know we're 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I guess so. Maybe. It's close enough. It's really weird that it's down there for some reason. No. Tony's the fattest man alive. He's like the size of multiple planets. Gotta get it right, man. Also, the wireframe for him could use an update there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm responsible for the Tony mythology, okay? The Tony mythos. I know my Tonys. I'm the real lore master. Forget about Metzen, dude. I just hope this graphic isn't like fundamentally fucked in some way. What's on the menu today? We're going to conceptualize the Wendigo for Terrans and a 10th robotics unit for Protoss. We're going to find a better graphic for the Cascathalor than the embarrassment that I thought was a little bit higher quality when I was looking on my fucking phone. Won't make that mistake again. And we will... I'm going to decide... I'm going to try this graphic out to see if it ends up working better than the current Apostle graphic, and see what we can come up with there. And if I think it ends up being better, we'll use that. But the Apostle's a unit that it's going to take a little bit before that's finished. Yeah, the sickle conversion, I actually remember it from a long time ago, but I didn't remember a ghost at all, so it was kind of cute. Like, it's interesting and nice to have a blast from the past in that way. I think there was also like a Underlord graphic or something where it was like an Overlord with Ultralisk tusks, something really weird like that. I think it was the same thing. But I don't actually have the sickle mod anymore. I'm sure it can be found on the Wayback Machine or something, but it would be nice to rip that open and see if there are any other good assets in there. So my only problem here is that oh, okay. Perfect. Yeah, it was supposed to be like moving partially under the ground or something. It didn't work out. Oh, if you have it, yeah, you should send it over. I would appreciate that. I'll take a look at it whenever. See if I can come up with anything. The other thing is, I'm basically like at my wit's end for finding another unit graphic for the Protoss stuff. Like, I could use this Immortal graphic, but anything StarCraft 2 puts a bad taste in my mouth. However, it might be the most sensible addition in terms of what unit to add. Because, like, I mean, I guess it could even in theory replace the graphic that I'm currently using for the Terminus, but I don't know. Like, we still need to find a better graphic for that one at some point, so it's hard to say. Oh yeah, I guess I should pull these out of the list. Unfortunately, the Armageddon Protoss clone stuff is really fucked up angularly. I was looking at them earlier before you came in. Like, oh, that's not the right one. That's an aircraft. Like, this one's probably the most reasonable, but even then it has this like weird curved aspect to the front bits that make it look almost like a cartoon thing. And it doesn't help that like the team color is really flat, and like just in general, it gives off the complete wrong vibe, I think. This one is slightly more reasonable, but still has the fact that there's only one frame set makes it a little bit more difficult to get behind. I might end up relying on that, though, if I decide it's like I just need some sort of standard tank. Like, that could work in theory. Because I don't really want to take like the Immortal graphic or anything that's similar to a Strider and have that be used. This one is the worst offender when it comes to being a cartoon character, though. I mean, the whole proportions are completely off for this graphic. So that's like a big deal. So I actually already have these, but I still can't believe the... Oh, that's my attempt to enunciate that word. But I still can't believe that this graphic is like actually facing the wrong angle or something. Oh wait, is this the one? Oh yeah, yeah, you can see he's facing the complete wrong direction. And not facing the bottom. I can't believe that. That's so insane. Because I would theoretically consider using that graphic if not for those insane issues. Anyway, the proportions being fucked up and the color scheme being kind of messed up. Like I said, maybe the Njord will still be useful, the one that only has the one frame set. But I don't know about that one. Okay. 84. What is this? Okay. I actually don't have that much in the form of graphics converted from Aatrox. I guess the giant walker thing could be an interesting addition. It almost feels like you would see that out of a what's the term? Like I'm blanking on the term here, but it feels like it would almost be a Templar unit based on the fact that it's like a giant guy in power armor. But at the same time, I could see it being like a robotic infused unit or something. You know what I mean? So it's like what I would like to do is tap into the like forbidden aspect of Protoss weaponry a little bit more often, because I actually think that that's an interesting idea. The idea that they would have this sense that some of their technology is so powerful that they never want to use it unless absolutely necessary, to the point where some of the more powerful stuff in their arsenal is like, when they use it, they enter into like a period of mourning afterwards. Like it's that fucking traumatic to use at all. I like just like the idea of that on a very like, again, idea only level is kind of neat to me. So I don't really know where that's going to go per se, but I think it could be something interesting. As far as the impact of power graphics, most of them feel like they're spacecraft. I can take a look at them before I recolor this guy's rifle muzzle flash. So like we have this. That seems to be a spacecraft with like the thing at the bottom especially, right? I guess maybe that could be considered it, but it still has that like extrusion at the bottom that makes me think it's probably a spacecraft. Then you got this. Maybe this is a tank, but there's no team color. And in fact, the other frame set appears to be identical, so I actually don't know what the fuck happened. Maybe that was an issue with its extraction or something. I guess you could call that one a ground unit if you really wanted to, but it seems pretty weird, man. Just saying. Like that one just visually is not very appealing, right? This one also has that feeling of like depth to it that makes it feel like it's a spacecraft. This one's obviously a spacecraft and also really weird and cartoony looking, like proportionally feels really off. This one's probably the more sound one, but it's definitely a spacecraft. That one's a giant space platform or something, and this one appears to be a spacecraft as well. I'm not necessarily against them being like the next robotics unit being an air unit because there's a nice balance of like air and ground for that. But if I can, I would like it to be a ground unit. And even if I was going to be going for an air unit, it would have to be a better fit than those options, in my opinion. Yeah, the insanely large muzzle flash for the Protoss one was pretty good. Ah. I guess it's kind of neat that you can see that they tried to have that visor there. It's pretty cool. All right, get rid of this. Get rid of everything here. Now here's an idea as well. Oh, did I not save the other one? Yeah, there was a bunch of people who did stuff like that. Or at least I know there was at least one guy who did a bunch of stuff like that. U.zip. My man. You know what? I might not even be able to access it with that program. Let's go find LaTeX. I hate when they use this UI instead of the one that lets me specify a file path directly to what I need. Now, I think I also had... Oh, I had Apostle Death. Okay, I can replace that, actually. Just need to jump into... Good morning from the other side of the world. You too, S357. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you that one. Normally I like look into mythology and I find some crazy shit. I think maybe when I was looking up mythological stuff related to horses, because I settled on the name Pegasus. But I think there might have been something there that inspired me to think of Alacanth, but it may as well have just been a figment of my fucking imagination, honestly. I can't find anything. I assume not anyway. If I search Alacanth. There's apparently a Twitter account named Alacanth. I'll have to make sure this is even safe for work. Hold on. Apparently it's just a French woman. I've never seen that before. Yeah, so I don't really know where it comes from. Apparently there are people named it, so... Or people who use the name, right? So... There's that. Hey, get in there. You dummy. Open. Okay. Let's check this stuff out. Oh dear. Why does it have so many? Oh, is this a unit? It looks like it's supposed to be. I don't know why it has that many frame sets if they're all the same. Loam. Not sure why they have another copy of Disruption Web. Nobody knows. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, when you need a starport in your factory, I guess. This is the ghost. What the fuck? No. It's not even aligned correctly. I don't think that has a texture. Okay. Alright, moving on. This replaced the Reaver, by the way. Reaver graphic. Oh dear. Oh dear, they're not at the right frame sets. Okay. Hi. Reasonable. Oh, okay. Ah, giant dick cruiser. Holy moly, look at this thing. Dongs, 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 dongs. Wait, there's another version of it that doesn't have team color that they're using for the shad for some reason, I guess. I don't know. Oh shit, I think that's probably the same size as the Corsair, but it's removed of all color. And this man replaced the flag. It's just a recolor. Oh boy. Wait, what? But why? Oh dear. Hi. What? There's something very wrong with this lurker and I don't know what it is. No. No. That's gross. I can't show that on. That is the Underlord. Whoa! What is this? Dude, somebody rendered like the hat of a zealot. Or the chest plate of a zealot or something, and that's a unit now. Wow, that's pretty cool. The fuck? Whatever this is, it doesn't exist. Nope. Error. Oh, no. I remember this one. That's gross. Don't make me look at that. They have a team color version of the turret from the Twilight tile set, but it faces the wrong direction. They really fucking outdid themselves. Oh. No. I don't know what the difference is with that one. All right, well, I'm glad we made sure to check that out. Oh, that's the sound effect for the ghost firing. Wow, those are some sound effects. I'm glad you guys can't hear that. I've spared you. It's like a German wraith or something. I don't know what's going on there. All right, well, you know what they say. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Bye. All right. Okay, so far we've managed to get the Apostles replacement graphic in. Oh yeah, that's what I was looking to do. Is I want to jump into the PQ. All right, so we're going to we're just gonna recolor this the same way that we did before with the other gradient map. Okay. That obviously doesn't take too long. And now we just need to jump into iScript and take a look. Oh. Interestingly enough. Do I actually not have Apostle any? Hold on. Oh, Apostle Death is what it's called. That's 565 is supposed to be the entry. Wait, is it? This is, yeah, this is the Apostle. There doesn't need to be a unique iScript ID anymore for this, but I don't really care that much. Okay, so go ahead and open up the exe. And I think we'll go ahead and... oh yeah, we have to update the Apostles iScript itself. Definitely don't need to... have borrow code in here. That was from when I was copying and pasting stuff. Get rid of that. Okay. So we'll say I'm not actually sure if 2.2 is even the right graphic in that sense, because I think, or the right frame set, it might be 3.3. No, it is. Looks like it's 2-2. Okay, that was easy enough there. So it goes from C to B. Why does it play the... I really fucked up this iScript. Or no, I copied this from some other place. So that other place had this fucked up, but I can't believe I just blindly fucking did that. That's pretty embarrassing. We'll do move 5, wait, and play frame. Okay. In theory, that should be all we need. Let's check it out in action. Fuck.png indeed. Shadow seems a little bit off for some reason. Oh. I -4'd it, which sent it further up, I think. Okay. Oh yeah, it actually has a death animation. I forgot about that. So I could do that. So it's actually DD. And then 222. Okay, so now its death animation is hooked up. All right, not a bad start. So I'll be making a decision about the other robotics unit that I want to add. I think I will. I might actually do that blade thing. I don't even remember where it is in the list of assets, but it's been around for a couple of years now, at least. This thing. I feel like that could be an interesting like take on the unit or whatever. It's another melee unit. Maybe that's okay. I think it'll be more like an Archon unit in that for one, it'll be able to attack ground and air units. But for another, it'll have a decent amount of range because of the size of the unit. So I can probably use that. And after that, I'll conceptualize the Wendigo and implement that. And then it'll just be hunting for shit for the Cascathalor. And we'll see what happens afterwards. But before I do any of that, before I prepare this blade graphic, before I do any of that other shit, I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta get some water because I'm dying of thirst over here. So I shall see you guys in a moment. BRB. I have returned. What's up, Veek? I just finished implementing a better version of the Apostles graphic. And now it's time to process these images. Oh no. So yeah, hold on. We've got 1, 2, wait. So there's 8. Oh no, there's 8 images per, like there's 8 animations here. So 72, if we can trust that number. So it gives us 9 facing directions, which is north, south. Oh man, it's so annoying to keep track of this shit. I think 9 facing directions is grounds for duplicating the north, like everything besides the middle one. Because we need to get to 17, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I guess I should also open these in Photoshop to see if I need to resave the whole roster of images. I sure do. It's a good thing I did this before. All right, punish my fingers. Hey, does anybody know why people were calling themselves Punished, whatever their username is? I think it was like a banning or something, like if they got banned. But I don't get it. Like, is that literally it? I don't know if anybody even remembers that trend, but I saw it a lot. Like 2 years ago. Alright. Check out my task. Check out my not automated computer input task. My stupid ass repetitive keyboard smash task that I've got to do for 190 frames or something. I could just rip the graphic from the Korean mod, but I don't trust those guys to do a correct job, so I'm just going to take the raw files. Punished for puzzle. I don't know about that one. Even after I'm done with this repetitive task, I've got to do another repetitive task afterwards. I still can't believe there seems to be no way to automate the process of turning off the flip row order flag. Like, automating the process of saving does not do it. I don't know why. It's really annoying. And I couldn't find anything on it when I web searched it a while ago. I could try it again, I guess, but it seems really stupid. I sure hope these frames don't have anything wrong with them, because I don't remember doing the extraction myself. Yeah. Like copying and rearranging the frames or whatever, renaming them, that stuff could be automated. I just don't know how to write a program to do it, and I don't think I'll need to do it in the future, so there's not really much of a point right now, but... Flip row order is a flag for... It's supposed to not matter, but it matters for these bitmaps. It's starting to go a bit faster now because I've closed most of the images. Well, half of them or something, so... That's another infuriating part, is that it's not even as fast as my fingers can move, you know? But I'm gated by performance here, and it's program side more than it's computer side. Since my computer's remarkably quiet. What's up, Lucy? This is gonna be the last robotics unit that I add. Be like an ultimate robotics unit. Yeah, see, now you can tell it's going a lot faster. Oh, but then it closed everything even though I've removed that hotkey. XD. Looks nothing like that, so... When you see it in animation, you'll know. I don't even know how you could possibly make that connection, honestly. So that close all files thing happens when I accidentally hit enter one too many times and then do Control Shift W. Because I'm no longer like in the right focus because it's trying to modify opacity. And if you're used to the program performing poorly, you might hit enter more than the number of times that you need. It's also really easy to accidentally Control Shift W instead of Control W because I need to Control W and then Control Shift S in order to save as, right? So like the movement of the fingers results in you sometimes like you're doing it at a reasonable speed, but maybe the program is too slow to figure that out or something, so the inputs get buffered. Oh, that was close. The cat Gundam is really low to the ground in Starcraft 2. And I don't really think it looks like a cat anyway. It just has a really long Protoss headdress. Though, were it up to me, I would probably not have the tail there at all, but obviously, you take what you can get. Oh, wait. Oops. Looks like we stop at 120. So this should be... I is such an obnoxious hotkey. The fuck? How did we fuck this up? Oh, I really forgot some of the stuff that I learned there, man. Oh, did it again? I'm used to longer frame sets, so it's actually kind of nice that I keep making the mistake, to be honest. Oh my god. Why Windows? Deciding whether or not to duplicate that one. Oh, shit, I did it again. So we want... what what are we at now? I was thinking that this unit might end up attacking in melee, but maybe when it attacks in melee, it launches a projectile that goes to max range and cleaves everything that it comes into contact with. So it's sort of like the firebed attack, but a bit more like it attacks and almost has like a, you know, those weapon trails or whatever. It almost like one of those that just follows the target. Oh, we don't need that. That one's 0138. Oh, did I prank myself again by going too far? Two, two, three. Yeah, so from 223 onward, this is too far. We need to go back. Wait. I'm kind of confused as to where we are anyway. All right. 171, 172, 173, 174, 175, wait. Okay, that checks out right here. Oh, but we missed up here. That's why. Yeah, 136. What a mess. So there should be 13. Wait. Okay. 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 7. Seven, 4. Zero, 1. 2. And then 208. 142. All right, we're on top of things now. 144. Oops. Oh, we missed it. This one should be 150. Oh, shit, homie. Go back. All right, try that one again. We got... hold on, I gotta go all the way back now. Looks like we're looking at 140, wait. So 152. What did I just do? Did I do 152? Did I do a 0? Like, I don't know why Windows is so stupid sometimes. I Control Z it about 100 times. Don't. Okay. All right, so in theory we should be good now. Like if we do 219 divided by 7, what did we fucking miss? God damn it. So we're supposed to be at 221 to be divisible by 17, but I don't know what we missed here. This is 18, 35, 54, 71, 72 rather, 90. Yeah, this is a mess, but I guess I'm not surprised. Apparently we're missing 2 frames in here. It looks like we are missing... Yeah, we're missing these 2. I think that's set. My undo history ceases around this point, so... I'm not sure if this is when I made the mistake or what. So we're looking at 1, 3. Goes to 1, 5. All right, somehow now we're at 221. So I must have just like missed some at some point. All right, we're good here for those. Now I need to organize the weapon, like the attack animation here. So we're going to be looking at 221. Nope. Are we starting early here with the mistakes? What's going on? No, I think this is still right. So it starts at 80 is the one where we need to be watchful for. Okay. So now we got to start this again. We're looking at 223 or 223. The end is finally in sight. Okay. Some of these numbers are really annoying to type. Was it 2 through 9 or 2, 3, 1 now rather? Hey. Hate when it gets stuck on something. I've never, ever noticed more Windows 10 bugs in my day than we're trying to do this shit. Jesus Christ. Oh, completely lost where I was, so 0235. And 0254. Oh, man. How could we possibly be missing that many frames? The only thing that makes sense here is that I overstepped my bounds with some of these somewhere. Oh, man, that's going to be bad if that's the case. Yeah, where should we have stopped? Oh, actually, this might be a little bit more reasonable than I'm thinking. Hold on, because we have 6 items. Is that how many? Presumably that's how many frame sets there were for the attack animation. So if I do 16, hit 220, 237. Okay, that's why. Yeah, I just skipped one of these somehow. Okay. 0254. 271. Okay. We did it. Thank fucking God we did it. Jesus is here. Oh. Classic. It's not indexed correctly. That is pretty fucking easy to fix, though. Interestingly enough, it looks like we are missing... again, keep bearing in mind that I have not actually indexed this stuff. I'm just pulling these graphics out from wherever. Oh, maybe that's intentional. That might actually be intentional. Never mind. I hope that there's no like issues where black pixels are incorrectly set up or something. Okay. Well, that's going to take a while. I can finally finish making my G Fuel. And I can also get some work done on the concept for this unit and the Wendigo while it's processing. That's not really the kind of thematic I'm looking for here. Oh yeah, the other thing is I'm not really fully sure where I want to put the Wendigo. It's an air unit. I just don't know where, like, if I want it to be a default unit that is available from the get-go. I think that could be interesting. But one of the things I do like is with the Barghest and the Wendigo, all races will have melee air units. I didn't intend for that, but it's cool that it's like that. So I think I'll probably end up adding it so that you can produce them however you like. Gorgons may also end up getting the same treatment, TBH. I don't think I'll do a repair after all. Overlaps too much with what the Mason will eventually do if I end up getting it implemented. This idle animation appears to have the unit be bigger than it is, and actually like appearing completely different almost. I don't know, it's hard to say. Other than that, usable. It's crazy how long PyDot takes to open sometimes. Not sure what weapon IDs are still open. Oh, looks like 12 is. Yeah. I didn't remember it dealing 70 damage. Apparently it does. Pretty psychotic. All right, we'll do 12 for that then. Something I don't know how I feel about is situational benefits depending on the kind of unit you're attacking, like robotic or mechanical or organic. Obviously, some positive buffs only affect certain unit types, so there's already a precedent in there. But in this case, I was thinking of some sort of lifesteal based on if you were targeting a mechanical unit, and it would have no effect if you're targeting an organic unit. My problem with that is that it does specifically change how effective the unit is, but I don't know. Say heals for 25% of damage dealt. Oh. I just realized I could replace the warp relay at some point since it's not used. Okay, so I guess this can end up being like very similar in terms of its technical implementation to the Firebat's projectile. So it shouldn't be that difficult to implement, but we'll see. Gotta pick a weapon ID for this guy. Oh yeah, 115 is available. Oh, maybe that'll be the passive. So I'm just setting it up the same way that the flamethrower is currently set up. What if Ahmed could attack up, though? Just saying. So Martos, right now I'm actually modding just the game as opposed to a specific map. I will be getting back to map design in, I hope, the near future. I've just been taking an extended break to add some new units to the game. But I'm hopeful that we're getting to the point where the last of the units are soon to be added, at least in some fashion, and I can just like continue updating stuff as time goes on and get back to making some maps. I actually don't know. Maybe that's enough. So we'll do... I guess I would probably call this one not robotic. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's fairly solid, generally speaking. I do need to jump in here and set up the unit to work normally, though. Okay. So I really don't know how big this unit actually is. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say, like, set it to 42 because that's pretty much the answer to everything. And then we'll just err on the side of caution for the collision box, and I'll just continue messing around with stuff as time goes on. Okay. I think we're okay here. If we go ahead and store that, we just need to set up the unit in the data side of the, like, the data rewrite now. So we'll say pariah. We gotta override the flingy entry of unit 87. And we're gonna say, all right, first we gotta add the Wendigo here and the pariah here. And this is entry 289. Let's say 111.272. Sprite ID should be 599, but I don't know if I have another one there. Nope, 599 will be it. Might as well set up the Wendigo while we're here as well. Well, I was basing it off of a Templar unit entry, but it's a much larger unit, generally speaking. So I was checking, I was like trying to remember the rough dimensions of the graphics so that the size matches up. All right, so the flingy entry is 289 for this one. I guess I'll do the Wendigo up here as well. So what are we doing now? Above the Gorgon is fine. That should be good. I actually think this is a fine base movement speed for the Wendigo, and I'll just, I mean, that's the same stuff as like the Scourge or the Wraith, so that should be fine for now. It's supposed to be like a light fighter. We'll say 4, maybe like 67 or 6, we'll say 69 because nice, and then, I don't know, like a 10 image pause. I'm guessing on a lot of this stuff. Probably do like a 2. Might need a 3 for the Wendigo. And we'll say like a 52. All right, and we need to pick image IDs for this stuff. Oh, we're going to need shadow entries, so we'll take 4. 1191, 1192, 1193, and 1194. Okay, cool. Oh no, what I'm saying is there's like actual new units with new graphics and stuff, and since I don't have the graphic, I don't have the unit implemented until I finish messing around with all this plain text data side stuff. And at that point I can move the unit around and like move other units against it and see what its real size should be. Like if the collision is too big currently or too small, I can adjust it once we get in game and I'm looking at it. Wendigo and Wendigo Shadow. So we're looking at not clickable, do not drive cloaked, and do not use fly script. Draw func 10. Give it the header for that. Oh wait, I went up too far. 75. It does turn. Okay. All right, let me find the GRP IDs for these. Pariah is 1121. Okay. All right, this will end up being the Wendigo one. Oh, actually, I can get a simpler script for the Wendigo. Let me grab... I guess, like, the Dragoon would be a reasonable example of this, but... Oh, maybe the Hierophant would be. I don't remember where its iScript is, though, so I'll just take the Dragoon. Yeah, that's really stupid. It's like, so, you know, basically when you... if you want any sort of moderation at all with Nightbot or something, like you basically don't have that much precise control over stuff. I wonder if like maybe I can configure Nightbot to work properly with I don't even know what channel it's looking at right now. Okay, I know what it is. Spam protection options. Oh, it looks like I can whitelist Liquipedia, so liquipedia.net. Okay. Well, I guess in the future you won't get destroyed for linking that. But... Sorry about that. But welcome to the YouTube side of things. What are we looking at here? Dragoon. Replacing with Pariah. Okay. And again, our image IDs were the 92 for the shadow. One here. ISID is 502. That was the last thing I needed. Which means 503 is for the Wendigo. Nice. See, the other thing is I'm not really sure what a good idle frame for this graphic would be, so... Guess we'll just hope it's the first one there. Okay, Archon Death is what we're going to look for, and we're going to copy that over for this one. What? Is it Archon Energy Death? Here we go. Now, one of these other units, there's like a Zealot Death or something. Templar, is it Templar Death? Oh, it is Zealot Death. Yeah, okay. We'll use that here. Where's the death at? Hold on, I just scrolled up to it. Okay. You have one life remaining, yeah. Hopefully many more than that as well, because YouTube is sometimes also very angry about stuff like that. And I have even less control of it over here than I do with Twitch. So... here's hoping, man. Oh yeah, I've got to actually name these units too. That's another one. Array. Oh, actually, it's not even called that anymore. It's like, it's just a clone of the Marine, I think. Here we go. Wendigo. I feel like maybe I already wrote in Wendigo somewhere. Okay, I did not. That's good. Yeah, Well, that's because the API that I'm using is from Restream, and it fetches the messages live without waiting to see if they get past some sort of moderation process. At least with Twitch. I think with YouTube, it sometimes behaves that way and sometimes doesn't. Like, I have seen messages that get banned by YouTube that don't go through on Restream's chat, which is what you're seeing on stream. So yeah, like the Twitch spammers that are like, want to become famous and stuff that will occasionally crop up over here. So like, and those are there forever on stream basically. So pretty annoying. Where's I gonna go next? Wendigo. HYDRA is replaced with the Pariah. I wonder how many units in total we have for each race. At some point I'm gonna have to total it up. Yeah, the spam side, it seems to be working, but I don't know why. I don't know why they hate you so much. Very rude of them. Okay. I wonder, D is for dropship. Is E? I think Valkyrie uses E. Oh man, I have no idea what hotkey I'm going to use for the Wendigo because W is for Wraith, and it needs to work for every other unit that's added to the starport. All right, let's read them and weep, boys. We got Wraith for W, right? Okay, Science Vessel is V. Gorgon is G. I was thinking of G for Wendigo. Obviously, that's not going to work. Centaur is C. Wasn't going to use that anyway. Pegasus is A. Okay. Wyvern is R. That's fine. Zazel is also A, but they're on different hotkeys, so that's fine. Dropship is D. Valkyrie is E. Munitions Bay is B. Control Tower is C. Physics Lab is A. Okay. We can't use I or O because they're on the right side of the keyboard, and I don't want to hurt anybody's hands. It's a little ridiculous to have to do that. We can't use D for dropship, W for Wraith. N is also a little bit on the right side, so we probably wouldn't want to use that. I mean, pretty much the only other thing that I could think of is like using Q or something. Like some convenient hotkey that doesn't really have anything to do with the unit itself. So... What's up, Beaver? What's up, Dylan? I like this brought out everybody. Everybody's like coming in hot with their solutions or suggestions. I can't use E because it's with Valkyrie. Although I can use V for Valkyrie now that Valkyrie is separate from Vessel. So actually I will use E for Wendigo. I don't know why I didn't make that connection sooner. Because at one point, all of the units were available potentially at the same time, but when I split them into requiring separate add-ons, obviously that's no longer a problem. Build Wendigo. E. Okay. So we know we know we need to change the way that some of these buttons are ordered as well. That is another concern here. So the top row should probably be the units that you can build by default, which is Wraith, Wendigo, Dropship. In fact, Wendigo might even show up as the first unit because it's the cheapest unit. So Wraith will be in slot 2, Wendigo will be in slot 1, Dropship will be in slot 3. Your add-ons will thusly be on the left side of things instead of like one of them being in the middle, which is really ugly and unsightly. So we can move this to 4. Oops, that's 1. We'll move Wraith to 2. We'll find the dropship in this mess of a list, put it to 3. Okay. Now, keep in mind, only the 3 units you can build without an add-on show up on the command card. Everything else, well, and the 3 add-ons show up on the command card and lift off and rally. Everything else is hidden until you actually have an add-on attached. At which point, you get whatever units you unlocked there. So at that point, we would say like the most annoying one is going to be the Gorgon, Valkyrie, Wyvern one, where I'll probably do Gorgon below Wendigo on slot 4, which I don't even remember where the Gorgon is. Okay, it's here. So put that in slot 4. We'll find the Valkyrie and put that in slot 7, and because I don't want to move the rally point. And then there's I don't even know where the Wyvern went. Oh, okay, this is it. Okay, so and that'll be slot 5. And the other ones are a little bit more straightforward. We just find the Centaur. Oh, well, I guess we'll do Science Vessel on 4. I don't know where the Azazel is. Oh, here it is. Azazel will be 5. Pegasus will be... Is Pegasus more expensive than the Centaur? I think it is. So we'll do that there on slot 5. Centaur slot 4. And finally, we can create our Wendigo button. And we'll say 20. And obviously, eventually, when we have icons for this unit, we'll implement them there. And we know that the string ID is 1244. And that there's no need for a disabled string because it's not going to require anything. And we'll jump into the DAT requirements for this. First of all, we rename the unit to Wendigo. And I just find my Wraith entry and paste it over here. And we're done. Well, almost. I then have to jump into... Oh, it looks like I did actually list this as Wendigo when it's supposed to be Autocrat, but whatever. Wendigo can be set to basic commands. And we'll save that again. And then we'll create a button set anyway. Oops. Actually, I got to close that because that causes corruption. That was almost dangerous. Let's reload the exe. All right. Now, let's jump in and find the Gorgon. We'll do add entry, existing set. I can't believe like every method that you could possibly use to add a button set in this program causes corruption. Besides this method, there's like 3 or 4 different methods. Pasting over a new entry causes it. Just creating a new blank entry can sometimes cause it in my experience. That's like a 50-50 shot. Whereas I've never had a problem with this one. And of course, pasting is new, 100% corruption rate. Very well programmed program. Okay, we're calling this Wendigo. I got lost in my rant. And we will find my PyTBL. Here we go. I lost. Oh, that's the wrong one. God damn, get out of here. My other PyTBL. Ah, did I close it? Oh, wait, no, it's right here. Why was that so difficult for me to find? Okay, so we'll call this one... What's Latin for doctor? Let's find that out. Medicus. I'll probably find a better title than that, but all right. All right, so that's 1245. And then we just need to bind the button set to the unit. And then we need to create a button set rule in here. What is it anyway? It's like photon cannon weapon, I assume. What is the enum here? Hello. Come on, Visual Studio, wake up. 362. That's the one. Okay, so now we can build this. It's going to take a little bit since we updated an enum. I'll go ahead and jump this in here, and we'll call this... that will be the commit there. So other than that, obviously we need to add the setup for the pariah. Oh, actually it's right here. Copy, paste. Okay. 87, 87, 87. Jump down here and we'll call this one oops. Try that one again. Oh, that means it has to recompile everything again because that was annoying. All right, what are we looking at here? Oh yeah, strings. So what other hotkeys do we have here? B, V, B, V, R, G. We're looking for pariah. We can just use A, I think. That'll be fine. $1261, $1260. Do I think Zerg are going to get any attention at some point? I was actually talking about whether or not they would be included in the next patch. I've got 2 units that I plan on adding for them that are Ultralisk morphs, but I don't know that we'll be able to release them at the same time we release this mammoth patch for Terran and Protoss. That being said, I still expect them to be competitive. It's just that they'll have less options than the other races, which is, for now, you know, it's a temporary situation, right? It's not permanent in that sense. Okay, Wendigo is what we need to be doing the iScript for next. I'm not sure if they even have an engine associated with them, but... 1194 for the shadow. 1193 for the unit. Oh yeah, Wraith Death is what we're gonna grab. Oh, you know what else? I actually should jump in here. And I don't actually know if it'll be that entertaining or not, but if I want to jump in and take a look at this. Little fusion cutter hit, never hurt nobody. Okay, so we get rid of that. I can't wait to be able to actually add a bunch of sound effects that I've already pre-selected and go hunting for sound effects for everything else. We can't right now because of issues associated with limitations in the number of sound entries. But we're closer than we've ever been before on actually resolving that problem. So I'm personally looking forward to that. W, Wendigo. Can you make them non-pickable without EUD triggers? If you run disable doodad state over the power-up, it should be unpickable. I think in remastered there's a new bug that makes them cloak when you do that, but on 161 it works fine from my experience. Interesting. It looks like the attack is the only thing here. Actually, we don't need that. All right, so at 3 we can attack with. Maybe at 4. Eventually we'll have an actual engine for them, but until then, that should do the trick. Let's fire it up. Oh, I have to update the ISID though. It's 502, I think? No, 503. Sounds like the GRP ID is wrong, or 1193, 1123. Oops, that's not even what I wanted. No, that's correct. Aha, sprite ID was not set to 600 over here. That's why. I don't know what I just did, but okay. It didn't involve saving, so that's fine. Oh yeah, and I forgot I have this auto hotkey script. That's epic. That's pretty funny to me. I'll have to throw the... there's a wireframe and stuff already set up for that. Oh yeah, I never actually did the animation for this. That might help if I do that sometime. That's pretty funny. I think I did the animation for... I stopped after the death animation, which is not really what you want, so... Let's go and find that one. I was like wishful thinking. I was like, oh, I'm already done with that. Nice. Not quite there, buddy. All right, so we know that we want the walking to be 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2. I'll just keep going until I run out of existing entries, and then I'll see how many more we need, if we need any more at all. So it looks like we... Yeah, it looks like we're actually good there. And we start at DD for the ground attack and net. So it looks like 110 should be attack with. I'll check the Fire Bad Eye script, see which one that is, and then 143. Okay. So I think that should cover us, but like I said, I should take a look at the Firebat's attack script here. Now, it just says imgal, which is like that's just the graphical projectile or whatever. It's got nothing to do with this stuff, but attack shift proj 24, 52, 80. We want it to go to 128, and I think maybe it could tick 4 times along that, so it could attack shift proj. I think it's important to do it 24 is the thing, so maybe it would be like... That is a tough one. I guess we could do at an offset of 16. So it could be like 16 and then 48 and whatever 48 plus 16 is. I can't do math. And one more time after that. Maybe. But increasing by 32 using 16 as the base, right? So we would say attack shift proj 16 48 80 It's going to be kind of awkward because there's not a whole lot there as far as a read goes. And it'll be a still animation until it attacks again. I'll take a look at the Atomic Punk graphics that you mentioned, Loler. I'm not sure. I can't really trust Voyager's work on air units most of the time because, unfortunately, well, at least he's got a few cases where he's done the lazy way out with some of his approaches, but in this case, you can tell there's some missing team color over there. That was one of the reasons why I stopped working on this graphic. I'll have to fix that at some point. It's really not that difficult now that I have a new technique, so I'll probably just do my own version of this at some point. But the other thing that he doesn't have in here, he doesn't have any of the attacking frames or anything like that. So while it might be useful in a pinch to at least block out how the units look or whatever, I wouldn't want to use them in a final product. So for that exact reason there. All right, so we've done the attack animation. We can go ahead and grab this and replace GND with air in the cases where it pops up. And then we just need to do air attack init and ground attack init to replace the repeats. And I already did the walking cycle, I think, so we're good. Now, for this unit. Oh. You notice how, like, the graphic just changes. I'm not even talking about, like, I don't even know how to describe that one, man, but that looks really weird. Oops. Not really sure why it's like that. No problem. Yeah, it's just some shit that you pick up when you work with this game for long enough. Some wacky stuff. Yeah, so ultimately I'm not super pleased with how this graphic ends up looking. Like, its walk cycle is whatever. That's fine, I suppose. No real big deal there. But the attack animation is so whacked. Just the fact that it, like, changes to this. I'm not sure why it changes to this either. It's like maybe DD is the default. Like, maybe that's fine? I don't know. Like, let's try this instead, right? And walking to idle will do DD. Maybe that's a fine frame set for this particular purpose. Oops. It's just so weird to me that it's fucked like that. It looks better when it's attacking now, that's for sure. Fucking annihilated. Obviously, we don't have like an overlay or anything that visually indicates the threat, but... Bye. Yeah, I tend to stay away from EUDs if I don't have to use them. I generally just don't. I'm wondering if the attack shift proj is actually working correctly. It's really hard to tell. All right. I might end up reducing the splash radius there. I'm also not really sure about the attack shift proj method anyway. What I think I might end up doing is actually having it go to max range. But I'll talk with iQuare about that one. I do think that the splash radius should probably be reduced, but I guess we can do like a 1632. Maybe 24 is still halfway between those. No, that's a 1.16.1 thing only. Doesn't work in the latest version of the game. I'm assuming you're modding, or you're not really modding, I guess, but I assume you're working within the remaster, like the BattleNet version. But I agree, it's very nice. The other thing that obviously I can do here is I can actually reduce the, or like further increase the cooldown, I guess. And if we end up doing something like that, it becomes super easy to like see a skilled positioning versus an unskilled one. It's like increasing the punishment that you actually get if you like flub the attack. Then the damage will be moving towards like just in a more harmless manner, basically. So. You don't think your version of the GRP was that messed up? Well, what's messed up about it exactly? I mean, I see all these fucking lighting changes all the time. Like when it's moving, it's much brighter. The attack animation is actually fine. It's just that when it's moving, it's just a completely different size or a completely different lighting scheme. And the other thing is that the idle animation is actually like the unit is like several pixels bigger. It's like 105% upscaled or something. I don't know what the fuck that is. So I'm not even using the idle animation because it's like for whatever reason it's just bigger for like I really don't know what the fuck happened there. But that's like the raw output export from the source game, so pretty annoying. That every single one of the frame sets that it has is like distinct in some really obvious way that's rather jarring. Well, my shadow is custom. I should probably offset it a few pixels. And I guess the other thing that might be happening, I haven't actually verified this yet, but I think parts of the graphic are transparent when they're not meant to be. Also, my selection circle is off. It should be way lower. Like, I said way lower, not that much lower. Come on now. Like I can't really tell for sure, but it does seem like some stuff is just fucked. I don't know why. Ah, thanks for the follow, dude. Now again, like if I use a different frame for the idle frame, then it's fine in theory, but actually, you know what it might be? I think the pure white pixels that are on this, like the graphic while it's moving, those pure white pixels are indexed black, like transparent black. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. And they should be the opposite. I don't know how the fuck that... Maybe that's something that got bugged in the export or something. That's the only thing I can think of. You wouldn't want to use the idle anims, dude. They're, like I said, they're actually bigger. The graphic would just look like it's oscillating in size really violently. Oh, goodness. This graphic has tons of holes. Oh, man. Still doesn't really explain to me why the lighting is completely different, though. Yeah, you see how, like... No, that is definitely part of the lighting. It has nothing to do with the fact that the graphic is riddled with holes, which it is. But look at the like the outline of the or whatever, like the backdrop is all blue now instead of white. Even the arms are a different color. The arms are blue instead of yellow. It actually is like a different render or something. Like just compare these two frames side by side. Oops. All right, well, as soon as I center my screen again, like you can see, this is yellow and now it's blue. Let me compare this to the version from the mod, the Korean mod. If I can... I'm assuming I can open this anyway. I don't remember if it worked or not. The other problem is that I have no idea what their file structure is. Bum, 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 bum. What the fuck? Why would it look like that? Instead of going to the directory where I told it to look for list files and... Unit, hybrid. Wow, that's gross. Hold on. How do I go up one level? Whatever, I'll just do this. That looks like a Starcraft 2 render. What the fuck? Nice archives, IMO. I'm not even sure if this is the right... Oh. 21,132 kilobytes. Good grief. Oh my god. No. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Don't make me look at that. Dude. Dude. Yeah, maybe I... Oh yeah, Burning Ground is a different one. Thanks for the save, dude. You really fucking helped me out, because I would have been fucked. I don't want to see that. I wouldn't even really want to ever look at something like that. Even in a case where I was making a comedy project. Like, come on, man. Have some dignity. Let's try this. Alright, that ain't it. Ah! Don't make me look at it. Hello? Dude, they just got... They didn't actually fix the graphic. They just made it void. Gross. Well, yeah, they did, but I thought they still used the entire thing. I was not expecting to do that. I know. It's really cringe voice acting from when I was like 16 or something. I don't know. I was really young. Dude, imagine using this graphic. There are birds on this graphic, and it's supposed to be the Nexus. This is like a Red Alert 2 graphic that's been repaleted. Or something. Why the fuck did they use that? Protoss. Pretty much. Wow. Impeccable. Why? Why? Pro Shad. Nice pylon. Don't make me look at it. You. Oh, goodness. Oh, okay. Really? Gross. Oh no! I forgot about this graphic. Jesus. Doesn't even have the right number of frame sets. Oh, goodness. Dude, is that an attempt to remake the Zelnaga temple area or something? What the fuck is that? That is disgusting, whatever that is. Dude, I can't look at that. I need to get out of here. Does anybody have a functioning version of this graphic? Like, what the fuck? I spent so much time on it, but unfortunately, it was all for nothing. Unless I spend even more time on it. I don't even know what to do about that, to be honest. Yeah, what a disaster this graphic is. Why do companies regularly have graphics in their games where like the what's it called? The like the graphic itself just has random issues with it, like oh. No, it doesn't appear to have this problem in here. Why would it suddenly develop this issue? Wait, is that even the case? Hold on. Let me go back. Oh yeah, somehow artifacts like got onto. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I'm using the right one. Comparing the same one. Yeah, this graphic got artifacted after the fact. It's a good thing I didn't empty my recycle bin, guys. I know exactly what happened. And I can fix it. Ah, yeah. So, it's, the issue is that I didn't repallet it correctly. So, we'll do the more involved process. That only resolves some of it, though. Wait, what? Okay, try that one. No. Try it again. What is fucking up here exactly? We have index no merge. Convert mode. Oh, maybe we don't need these. Turn these off. Hey, I'm talking to you. Why isn't it doing anything? Oh. What does this checkbox even do if it's not doing anything? I don't understand. Oh, I think I know what's happening. Okay, so we've got to do it in a bit of a different way here. Okay. We figured it out. Now let's try that one again. All right, seems to be working. Yeah, Beaver. So like basically what was happening is anything that is indexed to 000000, the hex color lookup table of 000000, results in Starcraft ignoring that pixel, which means that like that's why all the graphics have this black background. What was happening is when I was indexing it normally, there was like a color that was closer to complete black than the darkest shade of non-transparent black. And the darkest shade is 08. So you 00 and then there's 08. So there's like a color maybe 04 or 02. And it gets rounded down to 00 instead of going back up to 08. This process makes every color that's darker, well, every color that's brighter than 00 but darker than 08 gets moved up to 08, basically. So this fixes that problem, whereas the other one was just like rounding down, and it was causing some more holes in the graphic. Just sitting here waiting for the whole process to finish. Not even close. Is that real? Let's do that math right now on stream, dude. I'm checking you out. Seems like order of operations fucked us there. So we'll do scientific, okay? Times 3 times 3 plus 3 times 3 minus 3. Ah, it does equal 33. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thanks for bringing logic and facts to this conversation. +1. I like finding insane shit like that. Hey, you know, if you did 3 plus 3 plus 3, or sorry, 3 times 3 times 3 plus 3 times 3 minus 3 plus 3 times 3 times 3 plus 3 times 3 minus 3 plus 3, you know what you get? Good luck following that one. So it's 3 times 3 times 3 plus 3 times 3, right? Minus 3 plus 3 times, oops. Hey, not cube. No. Okay. Plus 3 times 3 times 3 plus 3 times 3. And then obviously minus 3 plus 3. Aw, shit, homie. Who would have guessed? This is the most informative 3 stream. Modstream. I can't imagine what kind of insane lisp you would have to actually pronounce stream as thream, but I'm sure it could happen in theory. Given enough time. Hey, you know what I've noticed is that for some reason it seems like my compressor is not working anymore. I don't know why. But this is just based off of what I'm seeing in OBS's preview. I don't know if the audio has actually changed at all. I updated OBS recently and it feels like shit got fucked in that way, but it might just be that the preview down in the bottom of the audio mixer is not going as aggressively or whatever. Oh, there's a stats button. Hold on, let me see what that is. Oh shit. Okay. Dude, check out my stats. Oh, I hit reset instead of close. Well, that was embarrassing. What was I doing? Oh, yes. Properties. Aha, that's why, I think. I set it to true peak instead of sample peak, and it seems to be working correctly. No, never mind. Maybe not. I can't really tell. It's hard to say. So basically what gets me is like, while you guys enjoy this recursion, over here, it would almost always have a situation where it would be like very obviously capped at like a -1 or something. So you see these like 2 boxes. It's kind of hard to see, but there's 2 boxes underneath the DB, and they've gone away now. But basically, those 2 boxes would be like almost permanently at like a little bit to the left of where they were, and it would give me confidence that it was limiting the audio at a certain point. So yeah, I was hoping for a 42, but I didn't want to put in the effort. So I'm glad that you've carried this torch. Hey, we're done. Okay. Let's take a look at how this turned out. Who knows? Maybe this will magically fix some of our other issues. What the fuck? Oh, wait. Don't panic. I know what happened. I stored them in another folder. I almost got very angry. Yeah, it's still pretty obviously fucked, but at least we got rid of that. The issue we could get rid of has been gotten rid of, is what I care about, so. There you go. Now, the other thing is, at this point, it might be prudent to remake the shadow so that it doesn't have all of those holes in it. So that is what I am going to do now. But I don't really mind too much if... like I'm going to test it without that, obviously, because that's just a shadow. All right. Go ahead and process that. All right, time to see if we have what it takes here. Oh, yeah. Get out of here. Boom. Hey, even with Photoshop running a batch action in the background, it's still executed correctly. Well, I would say it definitely feels more defined now. But as you can see, the colors are still dramatically different between the animations. You know what it almost feels like to me is... It almost feels like the creators of the graphic were initially intending for there to be some sort of transition between the two types, so that it would be like it's armor is coming down or something as it's attacking, and that's why the colors change, but we lost the transition frames. Not that it would really matter, because there's not really much of a point to that, you know? But... See you, nerd. It still looks way fucking better than before, though. Obviously, the shadow will look even better once I finish that as well. Obviously, I have to change some stuff about the icon. So I'll say 327. Now, obviously, the damage displayed is way off, but... Okay. I guess now what's left to do is jump in and grab the wireframe for the Wendigo. Oh, that's in Tho. Um, 20. Spawn wireframe. That's like wishful thinking, pretty much. Let's do a button set rule for the pariah IMO. Holy moly, it's still not, it's like halfway done with the shadow. Okay, what is this? Oh. Okay. Oh, wait. I didn't, do it properly. Cool. Okay, I think we're good there. And we're almost done with the shadow. Only another 100 frames to go or whatever the fuck. So after that, I think we'll be all set. Another 3.5 hours down. Talk about 3 and 3. 3, 3, 3:3, 0. I don't feel like staying until 3:33, so that's probably the best you're gonna get. So 3 times 3 times 3 divided by 3 plus 3 times 3 minus 3. That's what you meant to say. 27. That, if it can be broken down to threes, it should be. Come on now. Oh no. Oh, 3. How many frames you got in this motherfucker? Alright, it's almost done. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Thank you, Beaver. He's bringing back the basic one. Wow. What a 3. What a 3 kind of day this has been. Oh yeah, I was also going to take a look to see if there was a wireframe ever made for this, but I don't know. Oh boy. Well, you better hit me soon, because I'm just about done over here. What an unreasonable thing to say to somebody. How dare you? That many threes can break a man's brain, you know? There you go. There's your shadow. Alright. I think we are good to go. I'll just go ahead and save these in case I need them in the future. I don't think that guy's still here, but I told him to disable them. I guess that also would work. I forgot about that. Or maybe I never knew about that. I'm not sure which. Oh, you would have to run it over only the units that you wanted to. You run them for all, like you could do like a center location over all units owned by a current player and then run the AI script for that current player at that location. All right, I think we're in a position where we can comfortably say that we did enough work today. Put out 2 videos on the other channel. I'll put out a dad call after this stream is over, and it is over, so spoiler. And obviously did all the work that we did today. Got the Pariah conceptualized and implemented partially. Got the Wendigo conceptualized and implemented partially. Got the Apostle, a new looking graphic. And I guess other than that, we just did some minor tweaks here and there on the back end of stuff. Tomorrow I'll be looking for graphics for the Cascathalor. That's something that I just didn't get around to doing today. And aside from that, I'll just be hunting down graphics, particles, and whatnot that I can force feed DF. Like a good crow force feeding its young. So, epic. And that's pretty much it. Thanks everybody who hung out today. Always fun to 3 your 3, and always fun to shoot the shit. Thanks for helping me out earlier with donating some of those very epic mods. Loler, I appreciate it. And I think that'll do it for us today. So see you tomorrow. It'll be in the morning stream tomorrow because I got work in the afternoon. So I'll be catching you guys whenever you tune in next time.